Guys, we're back down at Larry's garage with his 59. Larry, what are you showing us today?
Today we're showing you how I block sand and in preparation to getting the car ready for paint.
This car was sitting for decades. Larry's been through this whole car. I can't even believe seeing it together.
Different ways of block sanding, different methods, but I'm just going to show you what I do. And in the meantime, we'll show Jay a little bit and how he is going to block sand his cars one of these days. So fortunately, the car wasn't, a total wreck. All the wheelhouse area here is all original. The original spot welds on the body mount, the bumper mounts are all original. I didn't replace any of those. I think I had to replace one engine shelf, and this one firewall here was in rough shape. We had some window rot up here, so I ended up cutting this out of another car and putting that in. And I did spray the Fjord Blue down in there while this was off, just because it's a difficult area to get paint in there. So I sprayed it, cleared it, and then welded the panel back on. So where we're at now is the car is in final prime. I probably primed it several times. After body work, prime it, and then block it and correct any high and low spots at that point. And then so that would have been blocked with like 180 and then 220 grit paper. And then at that point I'll reprime it. So, and then I'll reduce the paint, the high build primer a little bit, so it lays down a little better. And now we're at the 320, 400, and then we'll probably finish at 600 before we go to sealer and paint. So basically the body is straight at this point. The block sanding we're doing now is just to find any minor imperfections to correct before paint. And then we're going to be leveling the high build primer is what we're going to do. So basically the first time around I'll use flat black and spray can and just dust the panels, and then we'll sand it down with a block till we get to this. And then the next stage from this I'll use a powder. So I'll put a black powder on here, and then I'll go to 400. And then pretty much from that point forward all we're doing is removing sanding scratches from the previous sandpaper. And then, so we'll finish it at 400. I'll put it in a rotisserie. I'll spot prime whatever areas that I had to repair or any little defects that I find. It'll go in a rotisserie. I got some work to do underneath. And then we'll do a final 600 grit sand on it, and then we'll put it in sealer and hopefully in paint here in a couple of months maybe. So you want to try some sanding? Yeah, basically the body is already straight, so what we're doing is just now prepping the surface to take sealer and paint. So if you want, I can video you doing a little sanding. You can see what I'm doing. You can do it on this quarter panel over here.
It's only fitting I put the final touches on this car.
Yeah, let's use this. We've got 320. You want me to hold that? You do this?
I'll put the big camera on.
Or I can show roughly.
Yeah, but definitely.
So this has already been blocked with 320. So I go around the whole car with 320 first. And then, so we'll just wet this down a little bit. Of course, now we need glasses for everything. And we use a block. And basically what we're doing is we're going to cross hatch. And we're going to look for little defects. So what this is basically doing is you want to remove the black and look for any little defects. So these spots here, all that is the black that has settled into the low areas, which when you spray primer, it's like having orange peel. So the black will settle down into the low spots, and this is how we smooth the primer to get it ready for paint. So what we do is we just keep going until all the black is gone. Do a little test spot here. And there you have it. You just keep sanding it till all the black is gone. And that's how I block sand. So choosing blocks is you want to use a block that's going to conform to the surface. As you know, VWs are very round. There's very little flat panels on it, so you don't want to use a stiff, flat block. So this block here is a good one to use in small areas. If you can just push down right here and it conforms to the surface, then this will follow the contour and give you a good block. Same like on the quarter panel here. See, that fits nicely. I don't know if you want to zoom down on this, but so this is the block that I choose to do this. You know, if you use a stiff block, see how that, if you sanded with that block that does not conform to the surface, you're only going to be sanding here and you're going to end up just creating waves in your body work and stuff like that. So it's very important to have a block that conforms to your surface. Does that work?
That was very good. I know.
All right, there you go.
I know. I would have just taken this.
Right, no. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. You can say that when I'm in the video.
Hey, the bigger the better, right? I would have just given it the business. So I'd have been all in here and
Yeah, no. Sometimes we even go down to blocks that are like this.
Oh wow, look at this.
To get into door
little.
jams and
Yeah.
things like that, yep. So you want to cross hatch now.
Is this wet enough or to wet it?
Yeah, you gotta wet it. So you wanna hold it like this. You want this to contour. Use two hands.
Oh, so it's flat.
Yes, like this.
I'm used to the palm block.
Right. Yeah, you don't ever want to use a DA or anything like that on that because it's just gonna dig in and create waves. You don't have to push really hard. All you're gonna do is glide over the surface to sand the black off. All you're doing is sanding the black off. Whatever's comfortable. Whatever's, yeah. Sometimes you don't always have to, but.
You make it look easy.
Well, it takes practice. You can't do any harm, so just.
It's getting a little more fluid.
Yeah, you'll feel it. And you'll feel when the paper starts to wear out and things like that.
Need more juice, more water. Water. What do you do on something like this on this edge?
The edge is fine. If you sand through it, it's not a problem because I do put a sealer on the car before we go to paint. So you can check your work. I usually take just one of these little.
Oh, okay.
I take the squeegee like this and just like that.
Oh, nice.
So you can see this is what block sanding does. You see how we're starting to get gray around here and it's black here. So that's probably
High spot?
No, it's low because the black
Oh,
will
okay.
remain in the low area. But if you put enough primer on, you can keep sanding and sand it out.
Got it.
If you don't, if you start sanding through and you start seeing either filler here or metal and that black is still there, then we got a problem.
Right.
Now you got to either spot primer or put some icing on here to build that surface up. But we should be beyond that, and you should be able, any low area like that, you should be able to just use the thickness of the primer to block it down flat, and that's how you get a nice surface for.
So we're gonna keep going on. Are we gonna keep going here?
You wouldn't. Yeah, you don't want to focus just on that area. You got to keep going, travel over the whole thing. See, it's starting to disappear. Because all we're doing is leveling the primer. We're leveling the surface. We're looking.
pretty thick, right?
It is. This is very thick, high build primer.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and I usually use a urethane primer, high build. You want to avoid like polyester primers, things like that, because they absorb moisture. So when you wet sand it, it's going to be absorbing the moisture. If you're dry sanding, not a problem.
Okay.
There you go. So we'll do that to the entire car.
Today?
How late are you staying?
Well, judging by my speed and your speed.
Yeah, I could probably be done.
We could be here for a long time.
Yeah, right. It's an acquired feel, so. So this side here is already been done with 320, and then we'll take some black powder, and then we'll push it. So you can see can you see in here? See all those fine scratches? Those are all 320 grit scratches. So what we're doing is we're pushing all the powder into those scratches. And then I'll do a little sample. We'll take a little piece of 400. 400 right here, so this will work for this. So wet it, and then now here you can zoom, you can look into here. Now you can see how all the sand scratches, you see how all the black has settled into those scratches. It might be a better shot. So that's why we keep sanding with the 400. Same process. We'll sand it till all the black is gone. And when all the black is gone, then all the 320 grit scratches are gone. And then we'll powder it again when I get closer to paint. And do it, we'll use the 600 grit paper to remove the 400 grit sand scratches. And that's basically it. And then there's a test that we do also. We'll see. I don't know if this is finished at 320, so it may not show up so well. So what I do for a test, the final test to check the panels, when I'm done is we'll use a wax and grease remover. We'll spray it and then wipe it, and this will give you a nice shine. Can you get that in there? Mm. And then you can get down and eyeball the surface and see any imperfections or any waves you might have in your body work in case you miss something. So we'll do that right at the end, just as a final check before we put it in paint. Before you get going, see these pinholes right here, these tiny minute pinholes?
Yep.
You need to zoom in on that. See how the black one in there? Then that's kind of what we're looking for.
Let me just shoot a.
Or I can talk maybe while you're doing it.
No, I can overlap a shot, so I don't get the.
Yeah, you may have to get right in there close to see them. They're very minute, and that's what we look for when you're doing a detailed restoration.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so again, I said earlier we block sand to try to find minor imperfections, and as you can see, we found some right here. We have an area of pinholes that I missed, and having that black guide coat settles into those low areas, and I was able to see these, and now I can address those before paint. So I ended up finishing the block sanding process, and then I'll end up just putting either some icing on here or some I'll spot prime it and then sand it and continue on. But those are the reasons why we block sand at this stage. The earlier stages, when you're block sanding at like 180 and 220, we're looking for any major, well not major, but bigger issues in the body work to make sure we got that straight. So this is the flat black primer that's in a spray can, and when I spray a guide coat on, see you want to get it kind of on pretty uniform but light, but you want to have full coverage. A lot of people just will take a can and just kind of make it look like a zebra, put stripes on it and things like that. But I mean, if you miss an area here that you didn't get any primer on, it could be a defect there that you're not going to see. So it's important to cover entire panel with the guide coat. That gives you a chance to really view the whole area to see if we have any defects in those spots. And then when you do the powder, you want to push the powder in really good, because the idea there is you want to push it into the sand scratches so that when you sand with the next finer grit paper that you can get all them scratches out of the primer. So that's basically the update on the body. We got the pan. It's been a while since we've seen the pan, so we can maybe drag the pan over here.
All right.
And we'll take a look at it.
What's behind door number 1?
Pan.
Oh, there's more than that behind door number 1.
There is more than that, but that's the clean room.
They can't see this side though. I can. Oh, we got plat. Look at this.
Oh yeah.
Going your way?
Yeah, might as well. I'll have to cover it after.
I was just feeling good about my OG single cab engine. Did that come like that? You ordered that? That came like that?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. I'm more of a Harbor Freight dolly kind of guy still. How do these handle better?
I have no idea.
It's like way too clean, Larry. Where do we start on this, Larry?
Wherever, everything's been done. New pans, rebuilt engine. And that was the one that was upstairs that we found. That's the matching month and date to the car, remember?
Wow. So,
The rebuilt cases have been split. Transaxle, I split the transaxle, regasketed, reshimmed it, put the one-piece axle boots in. New clutch, pressure plate, brakes, brake lines. Ran a new fuel line through the tunnel, choke cable through the tunnel. And it's ready for to drop the body on it when the body is ready.
where'd you get these rubbers from?
I think all that's Wolfsburg West. I primarily buy all my stuff from them.
Hey,
So what do you think?
you even got the Wolfsburg t-shirt on.
I do today. Look at that.
Yeah, Wolfsburg, send Larry a discount code. Let's go. Hook him up. Wow, so clean. Looks so good. Yeah, let's fire this thing
All
up.
right, let's see if it goes. Let me grab a battery.
Gonna need some. Oh, you want me to get a battery?
No, I've seen your batteries recently too. I'll have to fill up my vinegar jug here with some fuel.
You guys wondering about how those work? Starter buttons.
Larry with the Optima Freshie. What'd you do? Just pop that out of your vert?
54, yeah, no, 54.
Oh, 54. Yeah, you wouldn't take it out of the vert.
That's what's worse.
We got to talk about that vert. We got to touch base on that one. We're gonna get back to that one because I'm hoping to get my junior this year.
Oh yeah.
Junior Whopper.
Is that a Boy Scout patch?
Hey, I did win a silver for soapbox or soapbox derby.
Oh, I seen it tight. Watch me drop it.
Just don't drop it. Painted the clips on there. What kind of fuel is that?
That's race fuel.
Yeah. What kind though? C12?
do a little tickle down the throat. I don't know if we need choking or you may have to. Let's see if it goes.
Squirting?
Not yet.
Just give it the fuel.
Put some more in it.
Yeah.
It's gonna drop.
Take that from the guy that flooded the bejesus out of his in his last video. Give it a little tickle though.
She's cold.
That is a thing of beauty right there. Absolutely love 36 horse engines. I think I could just build those every day.
I know.
All day. Like, man.
There you have it. We're on our way.
That is a beautiful engine, man.
I got my new tires already. Rims are all been sandblasted, ready
Nice.
to go.
Couple little details left, but
Yeah.
man,
Two more little
what a
details.
beautiful chassis too. This is Larry's 65 convertible. A lot of you guys remember this car. I looked this car over when he had it on the rotisserie, and I could not find an area he worked on this car. That's when I truly knew Larry really, really goes above and beyond with his work. And he texted me something about winning some senior or something. He was up at some show. I don't even remember where. Where was that show?
Saratoga, New York.
Saratoga, New York, and he had won his first senior, and I wasn't even sure what he was talking about. But what group is that? What?
The AACA, which is the Antique Automobile Club of America. So 2 years ago, I went to Hamilton, New York. I got my first junior with the car, first in class. And then last year, I went to Saratoga, New York, got first in class, and then my senior. So if I continue to show it, I either can go for a Grand National now, which they're encouraging me to do, or I can get the preservation awards after that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's just show him a quick peek of that interior. I've had a ride in this car. He asked me if I wanted to drive it, and I was afraid to even get in it.
You weren't dressed properly.
No, I just didn't even want to get in it for fear of beautiful dash. And is that salt and pepper? Is that what that is?
Yes, and they had, I think, a red version of that.
Nice.
And this is what you get from block sanding.
Oh.
If you block sand your car and get it really flat, you can get virtually a mirror finish.
Oh yeah, look at that.
If you sew to take it down to that level.
Wow. And your wife did a lot of block sanding on this, right?
Yeah, I don't like color sanding. It's so she comes out and helps me with that. Years ago she used to help me quite a bit
Nice.
when we had our 56 Chevy convertible. She did a lot of the work on
Nice.
it with me. Of course, I was pre-kids, so now not so much. But if I do need a hand, she'll come out and give me a hand or
Nice.
something.
That was what's funny. When I met Larry, he told me that he'd been working on cars for a lot of years. And then when I came down here, because I had a few parts to go with the car, I sold him. I saw,
You saw.
well, I saw some of the things like
Oh, yes.
your work in the, you know, in museums and like this,
Yeah.
the thermos truck. I mean, that's crazy.
Right.
Do you have a clip of that? Do you have the book where with the
With the truck or the thermos bottle?
no the
The restoration of this truck?
no that last car you were working on with
Oh, the Auburn.
Yeah.
I work part-time in a restoration shop, and we restored a 1935 Auburn Speedster that just won the Auburn class at the Auburn Court Duesenberg show this year.
Yeah, that car. I saw that car. Oof. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
This is the trophy for junior,
oh, cool.
and that one's for senior.
You get a bigger one for junior?
Yeah, you do actually. I got one coming in the mail for this one. I just won the New England Concordia Elegance at the Farmington Polo Club. I won my class, so
Oh, nice.
it's an inaugural show, so it's supposed to be coming in the mail. So not too many people have seen this. This is my 56 Volvo convertible, original paint. Right now I just call it the box car. But we hope to get to that one day.
And you're thinking winter?
Yeah, I think when the 59 is done, this is a 67 21 window. It needs a restoration. So this might be next. Although it is a project. Not that it's horrible shape, I've seen worse, especially ones that sit in a stream. But you know, buses aren't like a bug. You can't really separate the body from the pan. Everything is welded, so I got a feeling once I get into this, it's you know, the knee bone is connected to the shin bone, it's connected to the ankle bone. You're gonna end up just either replacing everything or try to find a spot where you can draw the line and stop. So we'll have to, that's what I'm trying to determine now, is how far I want to go with this.
I keep trying to tell them just to do the minimum and drive it.
Yeah, it could be. We'll see, but that's not typically my nature.
No.
I don't like to leave any stones not unturned. So
No. But you do have the 54.
yeah, everybody's seen that one.
Yeah.
It's kind of like my patina. or my
Right.
54 Strato Silver, original Strato Silver car with the red interior. You know, it doesn't look good. I love driving this car. I take this on dirt roads, country roads, fire roads. I just get lost in it. I just go for a ride and just come back whenever I feel like it. It's so much fun to drive. So,
And what was the story with the fenders?
the fender. I found this car in, I bought this from an early VW collector. He bought this probably, well, it was last on the road in 71. So I'm assuming he bought it right around then. He put it in a storage trailer and hasn't seen the light of day until I bought it probably 10, 12 years ago. And, but yeah, everybody questions why it has a bullet fender on it, and there's a story with that. The car got into a minor accident in the 60s, and they went to the Volkswagen dealership to get a fender. And they didn't have one for a 54, but we have a 56, 57 fender. So I said, all right, well, give it to me, I'll take that one. And that's the one they use, and that's why,
I remember seeing this at the dust off when I met you for the first time. This was definitely a favorite among everyone there for sure. One of my favorite colors. And I have a 55 Semaphore in Strato Silver.
You can open that up.
See the rib doors, early seats, batwing steering wheel, ribbed handles. Old college sticker. Sweet, sweet car. It's a cool car. Very cool car. Larry, show him the semaphore.
Those old things?
Oh, there it is. That's awesome. All right, Larry's gonna let me take the 54 to lunch. Absolutely love the oval dash with the speaker grill, the little ashtray.
All right, it's a little clunky, so a little double clutching helps.
Double clutching?
Yeah.
What is that?
You know how to double clutch?
No.
Well, you know you've got to show my truck.
I will at the end. What is double clutch? Oh, like double clutch when?
When you between shifts?
I never.
You never done that?
No. Oh, is it the roller pedal?
Yeah.
Oh, I can feel it with my big work boot. So you gotta. I'm gonna wait till I get.
You don't have to, but everything's clunky until everything gets warmed up.
Oh, seat went right in there.
You got anything to say?
I'm driving a 54 oval. I love it.
Yeah.
I haven't driven this car.
No. This one you can.
Oh, listen to that thing rev right up. Fat needle. Oh. Brakes, it's like,
Little chatter.
short shift it. Give it the road.
This is blank. Is that all right? Or
Yeah, yeah. You just put it on the road. Here, I can do this.
Oh, that's all you gotta do.
It needs a little, so the foliage is gone, but you leave it in third or you shift it?
Shift it.
Shift it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
These little 36s, you have to shift them a
Oh,
lot.
they don't like the rev?
Not they don't like the rev, but if you're gonna make any kind of a grade or anything like that,
Yeah.
you gotta shift them.
My boot is like super as I hit the guardrail.
And that's the good fender.
That's a good fit.
The newest fender.
What's this here?
I think that's your cigar lighter. Yes, it's an option.
Is it really? That's
Yeah.
factory?
Yeah, it's
Cigar-
factory.
Wow.
Cigar lighter.
That's crazy.
This heats up.
Oh yeah. Oh, there it goes.
Now it's behind a gas pedal
Yeah.
and it gets stuck on 100 miles. I gotta go get that. Hang on.
Yeah, just jump out of a moving oval.
Yeah, right.
Here's the roller pedal. All right. Nothing.
Nothing. You take that one?
Jeez, I'm driving like Josh. Well, it's like my boot. Look how wide my boot is.
I see that.
It's like wedged into the pedal and everything.
Yeah.
So,
You have a wide foot.
well, it's just, well, you know, these pedals are close
Yeah, I know.
together.
I gotcha.
No wonder why Jen doesn't like the roller pedal. Jen does not like a roller pedal. Yeah, that's wedged right in there. Is there a stop sign up here?
Yeah. We'll take a right, we'll go down the street, turn
All right.
around, and then go to lunch.
All right.
Just so
Where's
you
that
can.
GTO? Did I miss it? Passed it?
That's over a
Oh, is it?
couple roads over that way.
Will it pull second? Let's find
Yeah,
out.
it will. If it's warmed up enough, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Gotta learn that.
Yeah, they're a little clunky.
Better.
Better.
Better. Fourth is
Better than your block sanding.
better. Oh, this drive's nice.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
For a tired old car.
Wow. I mean, this is all you need. 36. This goes right down the road.
Yeah, we'll turn around down. You get a lot of wind noise if I put this outside?
Yeah.
Does it? So we see that road on the right. I
Yep.
usually just whip in there so you can do a U-ey and go back.
Okay. See the fat needle speedo, this one right here?
Yeah, just you should be able to just do a loop.
Somebody's behind me, of course. clutch?
I can definitely tell people what to do.
Third's better. Second
It is, yeah. Once everything warms up and the oil is warm, it really gets a lot better.
Nice. So what is the explain the double clutch thing?
Well, usually, like if you had a split window bug that had a non-synchro transmission, you got a double clutch. And that was the term when you shift.
Every shift.
Yeah, pretty much. And you know, old trucks, you had to do that too. Pretty much commonplace. So you basically just it's hard to explain it. When you get to neutral, you push the clutch back in and out again, and then to the next gear. Correct.
By that time in the 36 horse, all your momentum has now stopped.
Well, it doesn't have to be done in this one, but like if you had a split window bug on a little truck, it helps sometimes if you got a clunky transmission. Like this one's getting old.
Still,
the clutch is wearing out a little bit.
Yeah.
Give it a double clutch.
Still just such a cool car. I gotta get my Strato on the road, man.
Yeah, it's a great color. Probably one of the most popular
I love it.
oval colors there is. Do you have the red interior or the gray?
No, I didn't get interior.
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
Yeah. So that's
The birth certificate will tell you that.
I would assume red. I like the red interior, so.
Yes. But these could have came with a gray too.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, the foliage is gone, but there's still good days to be driving.
There is. This thing just perked.
Oh, I love this car.
This is the car I get lost in.
Yeah.
You can feel it, right? You just go for a drive and just keep going, keep going, keep going.
Such a cool car.
It's not very fast, so you can look at the scenery, you know, enjoy the road. So we keep going.
So what do you got up here, Larry? The four tab?
This is the rest of the 59, the 4 tab. Everything's in final prime. See, it's got a nice sheen to it.
Yeah.
So this will just get a wet sanding. The doors, the seats are done. Pieces for the sunroof.
More Wolfsburg West stuff. Guys.
Yeah, I got boxes.
Hook Larry up with a discount, please.
And I just finished a lot of the smaller pieces for the steering column, the shifter. In that box is the chrome. I sent the chrome out to get done. The radiator bezel and things like that are all in there. You got fenders, deck lid. Just got to do a final wet sand on it. So I'm pretty sure by late winter, early spring, we'll have the car on the road.
Nice. Oh, you got the tank over there too.
Yep, the tank and the wheels are there.
Oh, so were these date coded?
Some of them were.
Were they
dropped
not?
off the couple for me. I said, "Holy shit, they're the same date as the
not all of them,
month
though,
and
huh?
year, not just year."
Oh, really? Yeah, this tank came from Diane. That thing was cherry. That was nice, very nice. These fenders, though.
Yeah, those are the ones. You remember which one? Remember we put it in the plenishing hammer?
The plenishing hammer.
Yeah, we did that, and they're all worked now.
And you got the
nice and smooth.
You got the pieces from Finland.
Yep.
What's the name of that company?
I think he's Vertinen or something like that.
Yeah, the rib pieces.
The repair of the rib. The ribs.
I mean, those things were.
They were bad.
They were
that lower
cooked.
piece was. Yeah, you can see right here where I welded it. Right here. So from here down has been replaced.
Nice.
I think on both of them, so I wanted to save the original rib fenders. So that's
awesome.
done. That's the original deck lid to the car. I think both these rear fenders and one of the fronts were original to the car.
Wow.
I think only one of the others was replaced.
Wow.
So
I'll look for some more date. Well, it's too late now. You just got into that recently,
yeah,
didn't
weathering
you?
models.
Weathering models, yeah.
And look at that when I took the heads off and drilled holes and make it. One of the heads is in here on the floor. The battery sitting on the seat.
Oh, that's wild. Yeah, I remember you did this a while ago, didn't you?
I did.
I think I saw one of them.
I did. I showed you a picture of them.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, and then people just buy them when they see them, so I don't really have any here to show.
Oh, really?
Every time I show it to somebody, oh, I want that.
That's awesome. This reminds me of Sesame Street with the take the family car when they're the doodle
Yeah.
bugs or whatever. That's wild.
Yeah, it's another pastime I have.
Yeah. He's got some stuff.
I know.
It's good.
Crazy. Keeps me out of trouble.
He's got a couple of those too.
Yes.
Well, there's a great story with that,
Yeah, the thermos history, yep.
which leads me to
My grandfather.
it's that one.
That one.
That one?
That guy.
Well, this truck though.
Yeah, that truck, yep.
Yeah, all right. I thought I was losing it there. I was like,
Right.
that truck. Well, that truck is. He found that truck. It's actually downstairs, outside, and you were going to look at another truck similar.
Yeah, Thermos had about half a dozen of them. They were all the same. And I had restored the Federal that was on that magazine cover down there, which was painted in this scheme, the earlier scheme, the black, red, and silver. And then when I was partway through the restoration of the Federal, I got a call from a guy who heard I was getting into this. He said, I have an old white out in the field. We used it as a dump truck to pick rocks out of the field and throw them in it. So I went and looked at it, and I said, well, it's a 1 in 6 chance that it was my grandfather's truck. So fortunately for me, he wrote on the back of the picture, back in the day, the truck number, the year of the truck, the model, the trailer number, into really great detail. And so I knew it was truck number 22, and I remember it was a wet, rainy, drizzly day, I think in 96 or 97, and I rubbed on the corner of the cab, and guess what appeared? 22.
That's crazy.
So it was his, and so I got the truck through a trade, and it's downstairs now. It's in rough shape, but
soaking.
we'll do something with it.
That's awesome. I love that story.
Yeah, got to. Which, that's what got me started collecting
All the
this
thermoses.
disease that I have right here.
Is that the new one, the square one?
Yeah, that's the one that you saw.
This is the one I actually joined when he told me about this. I joined the Facebook club to try to buy this from this lady to give to him, but
It ended up,
coming here anyway.
yeah, it showed up on, what was that, Etsy? Is that what they call it?
Etsy.
Etsy or whatever. I says, hey, that was the same woman, and so I'll take it.
You beat me to it. Hey, you
I
actually
waited for you. I couldn't find that bottle anywhere.
you beat me to something, not a car, right?
Definitely not a car. No, you got that pretty much covered. So lost for words.
It always happens. It always happens.
Yeah.
So that's going to wrap it up for us, guys. I hope you learned some things from Larry and the block sanding.
Yeah, little info there, but pretty simple process. Anybody can do it.
And I hope you enjoyed the little mini tour of some of Larry's collections and cars. So he's got some nice stuff. So thank you for having us.
You're welcome.
It's good to see you.
Same here.
And we'll be back with another 59 update in a couple months.
Yeah.
A month. All right, sounds good.
All right.
See you guys in a few days.
See ya.